Hush was, I think it was Nick Simper who brought the idea to the band. It was a big sort of favourite in the discos, a big dance record, a version by, I think it's Billy Joe Royal, of a Joe South song. And we kind of took it on board because we just loved that. That's almost like a rock and roll samba kind of rhythm. And we just jammed around on it really for a while and decided that it was worth recording. Had no major thoughts really as it being a single, but the first record company we had in the States, they picked up on it straight away and it went out as a single. And what is fascinating about it is that in a time when most singles had to be like 2 minutes 40 seconds, this is quite a bit longer than that, and it has a kind of, I don't know, 45-minute organ solo stuffed right in the middle of it, which was again unusual.
She's on my mind, no doubt about it, she looks so fine. She's the best girl that I've ever had. Sometimes she's gonna make me feel so bad. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Listen, hush, hush, I thought I heard her calling my name. Hush, hush, she broke my heart, but I love her just the same. Now hush, hush, thought I heard her calling my name. Now hush, hush, I need her loving and I'm not to blame. Now, oh, in the morning, in the evening, oh, every day, gotta have it. Hey, I see you got loving like a quicksand. Only took one touch of her hand. Oh, my mind and I'm in so deep that I can't eat y'all, I can't sleep. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Listen, hush, hush, I thought I heard her calling my name. Now hush, hush, she broke my heart, but I love her just the same. Now hush, hush, thought I heard her calling my name. Now hush, hush, I need her loving and I'm not to blame. Oh, in the morning, I'm late in the evening. Oh, they need it. They got it.
was almost unbelievable because no matter which way you looked at it, America was kind of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow to most young bands. It, like, will we get to go to the States was the big question, and sort of suddenly defined at the end of that first few months of being together that we had a top 5 single was, and an album which had also charted very high, was unbelievable. And to get it, you know, getting off the TWA 707 on a warm California evening in 1968, November, leaving cold, grey, damp London and getting off to, you know, sunshine and palm trees and 5 stretch black Lincoln limousines. As I said at the time, it looked like a mafia funeral. And in the back of each limousine was a pretty woman, which had been provided, you know, by the record company to you know, describe Los Angeles to us as we arrived. Nothing more nefarious than that, of course. We were asked to do quite a few strange things in the early 70s on German television. There was one wonderful occasion where we arrived at the studio for the run-through. I mean, don't forget, we were only probably miming something from In Rock. And on the TV set was this giant plaster of Paris statue of a naked woman, hollow. And the director came up and with immense glee and happiness and pride in his idea, he said, what you're going to do is you're going to get inside this statue and you are going to smash your way through the stomach out with axes, you know, out of the stomach of this statue, and then you walk to your instruments and you start to play. Good, huh? And we went, no, I don't want to do that. And they built this entire statue. So what they did as a compromise was they had stagehands sort of smashing the statue, and we kind of walked rather sheepishly through the resultant hole in the statue and walked to our instruments and started miming. Not one of our greatest moments, but a lovely memory of this. And we were asked to do a lot of odd things. You know, it was sort of TV directors seemed to have lots of very odd psychedelic sort of ideas that they thought this band would jump at, but didn't. Child in Time wouldn't have existed without an American band called It's a Beautiful Day, who we'd played with on several shows in the States. And they had a track called Bombay Calling, which we had rather taken our fancy. It was quite fast, quite, again, sort of San Francisco, coastal rock sort of band. David LaFlamme, I think his name was, played the electric violin. Wonderful band, and we were in the rehearsal studio in Hanwell in West London. This was, I think, just after Ian Gillan joined, and we were just jamming on certain ideas. And Richie said, "You remember that track Bombay Calling?" He said, "Perhaps we should cover it." And, we went, "No, it should be original material now." So I just started playing Bombay Calling, but much, much slower. But just the bum bum bum, dum dum dum, like this. And Richie said, "It sounds good slow." So I just started improvising a quasi sort of Oriental Eastern melody with my right hand. And the band joined in, and it naturally started to build. And Ian started this eerie sort of cooing noise, which as we built, it went into a sort of middle level scream and then went up to this astonishing top A in full voice scream, which was literally spine tingling. I mean, everybody in the rehearsal room, their hairs stood on end. It was just a magical moment. And we stopped, and everybody looked around and went, well, that's kind of good. What can we do with that? So Child in Time was born out of that. And I think that's pretty much how it happened. And Ian, who in those days was very quick at writing words, he slowed down over the years, but that's normal. We all slow down. Fairly quickly had the idea of the words for Child in Time, which took on that kind of Cold War, edgy feeling of the late 60s. More by accident than design, I think. And of course the song became iconic, and we later found out how important that song became behind what we then called the Iron Curtain.
Time, you'll see the line that's drawn between good and bad. See the blind man shooting at the world, bullets flying, taking toll. If you've been bad, oh Lord, I bet you have, and you've not been hit by a flying lead. You'd better close your eyes, bow your head, wait
Because I now do Child in Time in my own show with an orchestra, and the song is still relentlessly powerful. It is a genuinely strong, powerful song. It can't fail to be if it's done properly. It has a majesty about it somehow in that long, slow build-up. It's a wonderful song, and I've spoken to many people in the former East who have said, you know, this song was banned, we weren't allowed to have it, but somehow we got hold of it, and it went on to become greater than the sum of its parts. You know, it actually exceeded its original remit, if you like. Deep Purple in Rock was out, and the record company decided that there wasn't a single on it, which didn't worry us one bit. We were of the opinion that in England singles didn't really matter for a band of our type. Whether we were right or wrong, I don't know, but that's just the stance that we took. Maybe a little self-consciously, you know, maybe a little, no, we don't do singles, man, you know. But the record company insisted, and so we were trundled into a studio in Queensway and told to write one. Well, you know, there's nothing less likely to make you write a single than that. You know, do it. You know, you've got 4 hours. So we went through all sorts of bits and pieces, found a couple of little odd ideas, but nothing that floated our boat particularly. So we did what all proper rock bands do, is we went to the pub. And the drink of the day, I believe, was Scotch and Coke. So we had a few of those. Weaved our way rather uncertainly back into the studio and grinned at each other for a while. And then Richie said, again, what about that, you know, that version of Ricky Nelson's Summertime from, you know, the Gershwin song? And we went, yeah. He said, well, there's a little riff under there, which but it just went around and around. So we kind of played it around and around, and it got very quickly very boring. One of us, who knows who, came up with the idea of putting a turnaround in it. Which made it a little less repetitive and boring, and then Ian Pace did one of his magical little things, where one of those drum breaks that he used to come up with in those days. What are you doing there, Ian? I have no idea, it just fits, you know. So that was cool. Suddenly we had a sort of a structure. And we came up with, I don't know, about 3 minutes of this thing, and it was rocking on quite nicely, and Gillan disappeared into a corner and came back with a set of utterly nonsensical lyrics, which they mean absolutely nothing as far as I can tell. I think at the time, I do remember, in spite of the Scotch and Cokes, him saying, this don't mean a thing. I think Roger might have thrown in a couple of rhymes. And then we had Black Knight. Spelling is important there. We never knew whether it was N-I-G-H-T or K-N-I-G-H-T. So it's either about a chess piece or a particularly cloudy English winter evening. I'm not quite sure. Fireball it's a troublesome album. The Woman was not done as part of the album sessions. I don't think. I seem to remember that the same kind of pressure for a single was put on us, and Strange Kind of Woman was an attempt really to cash in, if you like, on the success of Black Knight, because it uses the same shuffle tempo, and I think it's a very successful song because it was also a big hit, but it produced a really good on-stage song. So did Black Knight, incidentally, still to this day. But most of the Fireball stuff was written on the North Cornwall coast, down at a place called Welcome Bay, in a really spooky old semi-derelict house. We seem to have a penchant for semi-derelict spooky houses. A long way from anywhere. And I think that house actually has recently been back on the market. And in the publicity material for the sale of the house was the fact that it once, I think it said it once was Deep Purple's recording studio, which was rather stretching the truth. Demon's Eye again was considered as a single and was a single in certain markets. And again, it's a shuffle. We, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that was the first time I think I used the RMI electric piano, which I discovered somewhere. So it's a slightly different sound. But I'm still using, right through this period, the direct injection Hammond organ, not going through Leslie speakers, going direct from the organ amplifier out into a Marshall 200 watt to get that really hard, raw organ sound to compete with Ritchie, and in fact to complement Ritchie. As I've said before, Ritchie occasionally didn't want to play rhythm, although he's very good at it, but occasionally got bored with it. So somebody had to do that, so that would be me.
viel zu laut, die Purple viel zu laut.
Früher, wo sie rausgekommen sind, waren sie noch viel progressiver und alles. Und jetzt, wo sie die große Geld haben, da scheren sie sich einen Scheißdreck drum um ihre Musik. Da spielen sie bloß mal ihren ganzen Dreck, was ihnen vorgeschrieben wird und so. Nicht mehr ihre eigene Masche, wie Schalt in Time damals auf Deep Purple im Rock oder so.
Deep Purple Compo finde ich gut und Emergency ist auch gut und Mungo Cherry finde ich nicht so gut.
Ich finde, dass die ganze Sache hier recht gelungen ist, da die Auswahl der Band doch dem Arbeitstitel Music Today recht nahe kommt.
Also Mango Jerry haben immer den gleichen Stil, immer rumpa.
Ich bin hier, um die Purple zu sehen. Einzig und allein. Ja, ich fand's scheiße.
Ich habe die Purple schon zweimal gesehen und das dritte Mal ist es einfach zu viel, weil sie immer dasselbe spielen. Sie improvisieren nicht so viel wie andere Gruppen.
Ja, die Purple war eigentlich am besten.
Ich fand die Emergency ganz gut.
Naja, so wie es gebracht war, würde ich also nicht viel Geld für ausgeben.
Best Swing Stone the Crowd.
Klasse.
Fürchterlich gefetzt.
Für 13-Jährige.
Für viel Rock.
Ja, nette Leute.
Well, it is said that Highway Star started in the back of a bus on the way down, I think, to Portsmouth, with, again, the decision that we didn't have the right opening number, or we needed another opening number, because I think Speed King usually opened our set until then, and that we decided it should be sort of Fast and Furious, and so Richie got his acoustic out and sat in the back of the bus, and he came up with this dung 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 dung, you know, and we thought, yeah, that'll be cool. The story is that we tried it out at soundcheck and then played it that night. I'm not quite sure that is strictly true. It might be a touch apocryphal. We might have tried out something that became Highway Star, but I can't imagine that Richie and I would have worked out those rather complicated guitar and organ solo passages in the back of a bus on the way to Portsmouth. I think that was done later in the studio. But I think we probably played something that night that became Highway Star.
Und jetzt kommen die Purple auch live im Studio mit Highway Star.
The great thing about Machine Head, what we did was pretty much everything we recorded had been worked on before, except, strangely enough, Smoke on the Water. But we had a lot of really good ideas which we'd worked up in the rehearsal studio. And never before came up as a potential. We thought, well, this sounds like it could be a single. If they're going to ask us for a single again, which they, of course they were, then this would surely be the one. And I think that's why we continued to work on it. I think it's a terrific song, and it has a very, I think, wonderful middle eight. I love that half-tempo section in the middle. That's, to me, one of the best pieces about it.
Die Purple unter dem Motto, auch für unsere progressiven Musikfans hat Disco immer etwas parat. Die Purple mit Never Before.
The funny thing is, I thought that the whole world and his mother would know the story behind Smoke on the Water, but I still get asked. Journalists, people at stage doors, people I meet in the street, when I'm, what is the story behind Smoke on the Water? Was it a mountain burnt down? I mean, what? And you kind of, so you have to tell the story again. But what I love about Smoke on the Water is if you want to know the story, listen to the words. It's a story song. There aren't many narrative story songs in the rock and roll genre, and this is a fine example. And so I would say again, if you want to know what it's all about, just listen to the words.
Just about a couple of years ago now, we were in Montreux in Switzerland recording the Machine Head album. And this song here tells the story of most of the things that happened while we were out there, particularly the burning down of the casino the night we were there watching the show, and all the other affiliated hassles that we had over the period of time that we were there. Smoke on the walls of this one.
the shoreline. To make records with a mobile, you know, we didn't have much time. Frank Zappa and the Mothers had the best place around. Some stupid with a flare gun burn the place to the ground. Smoke on the water, a fire in the sky. Get on it. Smoke on the water now. You know, they burned down the gambling house and died with an awful sound. A funky clock was running in and out. He was pulling kids out the crowd. When it all was over, had to find another blessing. A Swiss time was running out. It seemed that we would lose the race now. Smoke on the water, a fire in the skies. Smoke on the water, yeah.
It's interesting the way a band looks at its material when it comes to singles, because we weren't really it goes without saying, we weren't really a singles band. It wasn't the kind of thing that we felt comfortable sort of putting the material into single form. It didn't come easy to us, but we were writing well by that time, and I honestly thought that we'd written a great single in Never Before. In fact, to the point that when we sent it across to Warner Brothers in the States, we sent it with the indication that Never Before would be the single. Came back the comment, "You must be joking. The hit is Smoke on the Water," to which we said, "You must be joking, the hit is Never Before." We honestly didn't think that Smoke on the Water was hit material. How wrong can you be? I think that one of the great Purple classics is on Who Do We Think We Are? That is A Woman from Tokyo. It's a terrifically well-made song. Another classic Blackmore riff to start it off, but I love the way it departs from what was probably Richie's original intention with the song. I think he saw it as a more of a bluesy thing, whereas where we actually took it was more into that, especially with that delightful middle passage, which works really well. And a piano solo of which I'm not particularly proud. It's not the greatest piano solo I ever played in my life, but it's all right. But made under very difficult circumstances. We were in a villa just outside Rome, which had been chosen for us to record in because it had a wonderful room to record. What they hadn't done was measured the size of an archway through which the mobile unit would have had to have gone to make it nice and easy. The mobile unit wouldn't fit under the archway, so cables had to be bought in specially, special long cables. And the walk from recording to listening was, several hundred meters. It was a bit of a lash up, but it was warm and there was a swimming pool. Made in Japan started as an idea from the Japanese record company. They said, we want a live album, Japan only. And we hated the thought of live albums, strangely, for a band that was so good live. Just thought, maybe not such a... So we said only if it only comes out in Japan, right? Thus the title. And Made in Japan also as a title was a joke, because in England in the 60s, 50s, 60s and 70s, if something was said to be made in Japan, it was almost like it was like second rate, how those tables were turned. But You know, so to us it was like, oh yeah, it's just made in Japan, and it would only ever come out in Japan. We eventually heard it and realised that we had something rather wonderful. A band on fire, I would say, a band absolutely at the top of its game. That's why I love that album. It's a beautiful snapshot of the band in all its glory, playing live, firing off each other, listening to each other, working it out live on stage, on the night, playing to at the top of its game. I have to say that one of the reasons Made in Japan is so successful and still sells, and people still rate it as one of the great live albums, rock albums. One of the reasons for that is the brilliance of our producer, of Martin Birch. Absolutely, under incredibly difficult conditions, to produce that. I think Burn is one of the high points of Purple's career. It's a terrific piece of work. It owes some of its thought and structure to Highway Star, in that again it was I think we wanted it to be an opening number that you could sort of burst onto stage and start with. It has structured organ solos and guitar solo, much in the style of Highway Star, structured around a Bach-like sequence, pre-written by Richie and me for our own bits. So it has similarities with Highway Star, but I mean, what a beaut. The lyric content, I mean, I could sort of do without, but I prefer the lyric content of Highway Star. I really rather wish that one part of it didn't say, couldn't believe she was devil's sperm, and that does worry me slightly, because I'm not quite sure what that is. But you can't take away the brilliance of the song, the track, as it stands. It's a great piece of work.
People are saying the woman is done.
Thank you.
I think that it possibly first raised its head sometime during the Burn sessions. I think Richie didn't like it. I, however, think that it's one of the few tracks on Come Taste the Band that Ian Gillan could sing beautifully. It's not his lyric style, but I like the way the song moves. I think it's a terrific song. You Keep On Moving.
This is a song for you all. A song for everybody. This is a song called You Keep On Moving.
The title track, it's a great rock song. You know, I mean, it's another terrific Blackmore riff. But again, lyrically, not my cup of tea. Coming out of nowhere, driving like rain. What is a Stormbringer, actually? I'm not terribly sure. I'm being a bit sniffy about it, but it's not my cup of tea lyrically, but it's a terrific track.
In contrast to the opening of Sunbury, today the sun shone, as if in a feeble way it was trying to make up for the winter conditions of the past 3 days. But despite the weather, the hassles and the one or two knockers, Sunbury went ahead. And what's more, for those who attended, it was a swinging success. It's like you're packing in for the day.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy Sunbury?
Yeah, no worries.
What was the best thing about Sunbury?
6.
What was the best thing about Sunbury?
The beer, the mud, the mud,
The beer.
Oh, no, that was
I
shocking.
say the beer.
No, the mud.
Did you get danger
The
money
mud, yeah, the mud it was, definitely made it.